Everybody, today I'm going to discuss with you D.S. Lawrence poem, that is last lesson of the afternoon. In this poem, one thing we have to notice that normally what we talk about is the problem of students, that students don't like class because that class is dull, because that teacher is not teaching properly, the teacher is not taking interest in teaching. This happens, but here the case is different. Here it's a teacher who is not teaching, who is not taking interest in teaching because students are not taking interest in his lecture, and students are not that motivated, they are uninspired. So normally what happens, for a teacher to be a good teacher, to be a passionate teacher, to teach properly, it's require the bunch of students that he gets should also be taking interest, should also be motivated, should also be inspired. If they are not, so what happens with the teacher, the teacher feels like not teaching, and sometimes teacher be so frustrated with the students that he feels exhausted, he feels weary, he feels lacking energy. It's not he is lacking energy in body, it's just lacking energy in his spirit. Why it is happening? It's happening because he does not find the kind of students that actually he wanted. So this is the problem of a teacher that has been dealt here in this poem, and the teacher has described. The teacher here keeps on talking about his using his time, that is teaching time, and then he says that whatever he is doing, whatever energy he is putting here is going to be of wastage, because the students who are there are not going to take interest, not going to listen. So he should find another way, he should find a way to do something else, otherwise he's just going to waste his life, he's just going to waste his energy. So this is what he's looking for, and here in the class he's sitting and he's waiting the class to be over because he does not take interest in the class. Here he does not want to teach, it's just he's bound to be a teacher, he's there, but the case is that he's not taking interest, and he's not taking interest because students are like that, that they are not inspired, they are not motivated, and students also are seeking the class to be over, the teacher is also seeking the class to be over. That's why this name of the poem is last lesson of the afternoon. Both students and teacher are waiting for the class last lesson to be over so that they can be free from teaching learning process. So here the case is that students are not taking interest, teacher is also not taking interest, because teachers does not find students to be motivated, to be interested in whatever he is teaching. So that's the problem, that's the problem with the teacher. This poem is not dealing with the problems of students, this poem is dealing with the problems of teachers who actually want to put efforts, who actually want to put their energy to teach, but the case is that whatever energy they are putting is going to be wastage, it's going to be futile for them, because students whom they are teaching are not taking interest, and this makes them exhausted, this makes them feel weary, and this is what is happening in this case. So this is actually ending at a sad note where teacher is just waiting for the class to be over, nothing else. So by this sometimes a question can be asked, what do you understand by this chapter, this poem? So actually you can write this, and I can also make you understand this. How? You can simply say that for a teacher to be a good teacher, to be a passionate teacher, it's also some job of a student to understand this fact that teacher, if he has to teach properly, students have to show some interest, some attention to teacher. If they are not doing this, if they are not paying attention to teacher, if they are not taking interest in the lecture, if they are not following the rules which actually teacher wants, so this can be the case, the teacher does not take interest, and this way teachers interest in teaching will be lost. So here it's not a teacher who has to understand students, here this poem is asking students to understand teachers problem, the teachers face such problems. If students don't take interest, teachers also feel exhausted, teachers also feel weary. So you have to manage this issue by taking interest, by generating interest, by motivating a teacher also to teach, by supporting a teacher to teach, by inspiring a teacher to teach, just by showing that you also are taking interest in lecture, you also are taking interest in learning, and that learning that is given by the teacher, the teachers, that teaching that is taught by teacher is really going to help in your life. So if you feel, if you can make this feel to a teacher, the teacher is going to take interest in the lecture. If not, so what will be the case? The same as is happening in this poem, a teacher is waiting for the class to be over, and he is feeling he should find another job, He should use his life and energy in something else, something more creative, not wasting here in this. So this is the experience of a teacher that D.S. Lawrence has shared here. Thank you. We can continue this same poem in the next lecture. Thank you. Bye.